And I'm going to tell you why. My alone time was 30 minutes every morning going to work. Because you know what I do when I go to work every morning? Radio is off. Because that's not alone time. Listening to the radio, you're divided. Your attention is divided. That is my time, Jessica, that I spend with God asking. I listen to God. I talk to God. So I divided this alone time. Alone time is broken down into this. This is the time you spend alone with God. It doesn't make a difference. The thing is that, and I love the rest of this verse, because remember, now we asked this, but there's another version when I get back there. There's another version that I want to give you this. Because what was the whole point? He says, Lord, teach us to count well our days, then we'll get a heart to what God thinks. Or in other words, we'll get an understanding. We'll get wisdom to what's really going on. He said it in a way, but it's basically in essence, so Lord, teach me to number my days that I might gain wisdom or understanding. See, the point of dividing your time is not to just divide your time. You have to have a goal, AJ. You have to have a goal. Without a goal, you get where? Nowhere. You have to assign a goal. The thing is that you know that we didn't say, hey God, teach me so I can accomplish my goals. The point is to accomplish God's goals. If you're not accomplishing, if your mind and heart is not accomplished, seek ye first the kingdom of heaven. And all these other things will be added to it. The point of our existence is, if we're saved, if we've done this act, we've exchanged one life for another life, haven't we? We've cast that life behind, and we devoted ourselves to what? To the service of God. But yet, do we ever seek God's way? So we're learning to divide our time. So the only way you can seek God's time or God's ways is in your alone time. Your alone time sets the pace. It starts building you to go. Pick out, if it's just a few minutes a day that you pick out. But the longer you spend within this alone time and the more productive your alone time is, it starts building upon that, and now you have a better understanding. Because if you've talked to God before you talk to your wife, listen, it kind of makes things easier, don't it? When you see Kai having a bad day and you've already talked to God, He's laid it on your heart, understanding, okay, I can see now what Kai is going through. Because if you can see it, he may have a response that you didn't like. But you're not viewing his response as how you want to see or don't want to see. You're viewing it as what God has revealed it to you. So that leads us, after we spend our alone time, somebody tell me what this is. Actually, this is where it really stuck out with me at review. What is close time? No. Close time is like me and my wife. It's time that we've set apart. It's very precious to me. Forever, I've told y'all a story about why I don't lie to myself anymore. It's very important to not lie to yourself anymore. Some point in life, you're going to start facing the truth that no matter how bad you think you're going to do it, I have finally accepted that I am never going to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and exercise. It ain't going to happen. I can get up 5 o'clock in the morning and go hunting fishing, but exercising, it ain't going to happen because I don't want it that bad. I'll stay fat before I get up and lose an hour of sleep. I can get up on the weekends, bam, I'm up and ready at 6 o'clock. Weekdays, I don't want to get out of bed because I dread the day. I dread the existence, the mundaneness of every day going to work, never accomplishing anything. And what does that make you? It makes you a boring, dull person. Your life is lifeless. All of a sudden, Amber and I made a shift in our life. And what we did is that we started getting up a little bit earlier. And we go and we have our coffee out on the front porch. Just a few minutes. And I find myself now, every morning, I want to get up before. I want to get up earlier. Why? Because the earlier I get up, the more time we spend together. It's kind of that time in our day to where it's just me and her. We're getting the day going. We're starting the day off on a good step. So you wake up, you spend your alone time with God. Now you're close time. You're with that person that you love the most. You're spending that time with them. It's that bonding time. And it was so life-changing in my life that I now wake up before my alarm clock because I want to get up to spend time with her. And that is a change of my life. So then after close time, Anthony, what is family time? Is that where you go down there and chase women again? No. They go family. How much time do we spend together as a family, huh? What is it? I can't hear you. I'm deaf. Remember, I'm old. What was Jurassic or what was it? Cretaceous action that it was?
It was Jurassic and Cretaceous. Yeah. It also was before the dinosaurs. He was before the dinosaurs, so he couldn't.
So basically, I'm before the dinosaurs, Billy, in case you want to know. That's how old I am. So, family time is where you spend, it's so funny, we got to define family time. How come we have to define family time? Have we gotten that far from family time that we have to define family time now? What is family time? Family time is not where the kids sit there on the phones, or in case my mother-in-law on her phones, which is quite funny. Hope she watches. But the thing is that if you're sitting there, yes, sir.
Family time is like the time that families do from.
Okay, no. So, we look at now we have family time. So after we take our alone time, we take our close time, we take our family time, and we're taking all this out of 6 hours, aren't we? So we've already assigned basically sleep time. Now, what happens if we get our sleep time when the world works on this cycle here? Imagine this. Imagine this. Actually, what time you got to get to go to school? God forbid that we have school tomorrow. But if you had school tomorrow, what time would you have to be at school?
Well, I'd have to be there by 9, or I would be considered hard.
I'm sorry. Addison, what time you got to come by our house every morning and go to school?
You got part-time school? No.
Well, he's got advanced school. About 7:30-ish, 7:30-ish, 7. So Addison has to go by school, by our house, around 7:30. Action is usually late because he's running behind. So, the thing is that, Addison, what time does your mama make you go to bed during school time? Huh? 9. Why? Because you stay up late partying, you and Anthony go out, go party and something like that, y'all go to the club, Anthony comes pouring up in there at 2 o'clock in the morning on his bicycle. What's Anthony going to do the next morning? How's he going to get up and go to school? See, when you play and stay out all night long playing video games, the thing is that, ask yourself this question. If you was born in 1812 like I was, and you stayed up all night long, your mama wanted you to go to sleep, what would she do? She would ensure that there was no phones, no TV, no nothing. And she would sneak around. She would look to see if there's any kind of light in there. And even putting the light over your sheets and trying to read the book or look at pictures, depending upon which one you're at. But either way, you try to find ways to sneak around it because sleep time is important. The problem is that the biggest waste of our time is what? Social time. Isn't it funny that on Facebook you will have 2,000 friends that you will speak to on Facebook, but if you see them at Walmart, you would walk right by them and not talk to them. Majority of stuff that you see on Facebook is what? Crap. fake.
Fake.
It's
You're
fake. You see somebody's